Today I'm talking to you about cloth diapers, why I started cloth diapers, and some of the things that I've learned through the last decade of cloth diapering. Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. My name is Becky and I'm the very proud owner and author at writeabee.com, and I am raising my kids right along with you. So if you're here for it, I really hope you'll subscribe and stick around. I love baby names. I love gentle parenting. I have always joked that I'm partly crunchy, so I'm sort of hippie-ish in my parenting and raising of my kids, but I'm also very science-based. So it's an interesting mix, but if you're here, I hope that you will subscribe and stick around and hang out. Let's talk about cloth diapers today, because cloth diapers, when I started a decade ago, were definitely not as popular as they are now. And I see lots of people researching and lots of people have questions, and troubleshooting cloth diapers can be frustrating. So I wanted to just show you exactly what I do and what I use, how I know what to do if there's a problem, and how I go cloth diapering and basically never strip my diapers, like ever. So yeah, let's talk about cloth diapers. Okay, so let's start with what cloth diapers I'm using. So right now I am using mostly the Mama Koala brand. It's a brand that you can find on Amazon, but I prefer to purchase mine secondhand. I think it's just better for the environment to be purchasing them secondhand. I just think they're bright and fun and easy to use. They are a one size, and I just use the microfiber that they come with. I picked pocket diapers a decade ago when I was cloth diapering my firstborn and loved them. I tried all-in-ones, I tried lots of different things, and at that point the pocket diaper really felt the most versatile to me. So the pocket diaper is essentially a cover, and it's got nothing, there's nothing really in it. It has a waterproof kind of plasticky lining inside, and then on top is sewn a very, very soft, kind of velour-y feeling layer. So this is actually the part that touches your baby's skin. And then you take your insert and you actually put it in the diaper. So you go ahead and you just literally insert this in. You make sure that it's all nice and even and it's not lumped up, and then that is what your baby wears. So it is an extra step of actually stuffing the pocket, but for me, I felt like because I was investing in a system that I would use long term, I really wanted it to be versatile. So I wanted it to work for toddlers as well as babies, and I wanted to have lots of opportunities to change the stuffing. So the amount of stuffing I need for a new baby is very different than the amount of stuffing I need overnight for my toddler. I did start cloth diapering my kids when they were both very, very small. These pocket diapers usually run anywhere from like 8 to 32 or 35 pounds. That's pretty standard. So you can cloth diaper a pretty small baby. Both of my kids were born over 8 pounds. So we didn't have any issue using these right away. So the nice thing about these one size diapers is that there's a series of snaps on them. And so this is a full out toddler size diaper, but you can make them smaller. So if you fold up the snaps, you can make a much shorter diaper. So let me try to hold them up and compare them for you. So you can see they're one's much longer and one is much shorter. So for my little babies, I snapped them all the way up, and I would just snap the insert down to as small as it would go. And it literally just shoves right inside this pocket. It's super, super simple and easy. Let's bring you guys down a little bit. There. Okay, so one of the things that I noticed when my kids were growing up and aging up was that they were just constantly getting leaks. So as my babies became toddlers, there was just constant leaking, and I thought, well, maybe I need to strip my diapers, or maybe there's something wrong, maybe they're not as absorbent, maybe there's a flaw in the diaper. And it turns out my kids just are what I call flooding their diapers. So as we get older, as babies grow up, they start to experiment with holding their pee and then letting it go in larger quantities. And I have found sometimes microfiber diapers cannot keep up. And so I will often put a microfiber insert with a washcloth, and that has saved me and saved my cloth diaper routine. So if you are finding that you are struggling with trying to figure out the amount of inserts to use or the order in which to layer your inserts, sometimes the simple fix is the easy fix, and just grab a bunch of cheap washcloths from Target or something and try that. So my toddler right now, I currently use 2 microfiber inserts. So I just, sorry, I have all my stuff down here. I just take 2 microfiber inserts and put them back to back. You can tell that these are pretty different. One is an old Bum Genius one from when I started, and one is a newer Mama Koala insert. And I just kind of line them up and insert them into the cloth diaper. So this is what my toddler has. These last me about 2.5, 3 hours of regular play. Now, if he's got a water bottle or access to juice or something, then that's a different story, and I often will need something more. So nighttime diapers with my toddler is very different. I prefer not to use the microfiber inserts at night. I've noticed that when he urinates in them, sometimes I can't get the smell out exactly as I would hope in a regular wash routine. And so I have switched to these awesome bamboo organic cotton. They're not pre-folds, but they're oh my goodness, I can't think of what they're called. Anyway, I'll put it in, I'll add it. But what I do with them, this one, if you're interested in these, I absolutely wholeheartedly recommend this Wild Coconut Wear brand. It's a small owned shop, but they make these absolutely beautiful tie-dye ones, which are not necessary, of course, but beautiful. And so I really just fold these into smaller sections that then fit right into the pocket. So it's definitely thicker, but it's nice and soft. It's organic material. Again, this is not up against his skin anyway, but you absolutely could. So these are really more designed to be folded and used and kind of pinned and used under wool pants, which I have done as well and think that's a great option. So if you want to talk about that, I can help you with that too. But for simplicity, I just literally shove this into a pocket diaper, and that's my nighttime solution. This, because it opens so nice and wide and thin, it feels cleaner and definitely doesn't hold the smell in. Yeah, it's gorgeous and clean, and this is my nighttime solution for a toddler. So let's talk about how I store my cloth diapers. There's a couple of places around my house that I store my cloth diapers. We have them in his room. So if he's playing in there, or if he's waking up from a nap and needs a change, there's a quick and simple diaper solution. But most of our diapers are stored in a kind of a gray metal rolling bin, and I'll put some clips in here. It's a really nice little bin. I got it from Target, I think, online. They're all over though. You can find them everywhere. And so I keep my essentials on the top. We do use cloth wipes most of the time. If you're using cloth diapers, you might as well use cloth wipes. They're just as easy. I don't keep any solution or anything. I literally just use either washcloths or flannel that has been surged and water. So I'll just run this under some warm water, squeeze it out, and change. Another thing that I see people researching all the time is poo. How do you deal with poo in toddler diapers? Isn't it disgusting? And it's definitely evolved, right? So newborn poo is incredibly different than my toddler now. But one of the things that I have fell in love with are these giant rolls of super thin, gosh, I don't even know what material this is, but it is biodegradable. So I would just rip it off. I like to fold it a little bit just so that it fits in the diaper a little better. You would just lay it in there, and it's really soft. There's really nothing in there that's bothersome, and it's biodegradable. Now, I don't flush these. So what we do is we just kind of lift them off. We shake the poo off into the toilet, and then this is biodegradable. If it's just been wet, if it's just urine, I will put this in the wash and I can get 2 uses out of it. And so I don't feel bad about using these. When I was working and sending my kid to daycare in cloth, this was preferred for them and it was easy for the teachers to handle. And we fell in love with it. We don't have a diaper sprayer or anything like that in our house. So we just literally, these go on every diaper except nighttime diapers because my little guy doesn't poo at night usually. As far as diaper creams are concerned, I definitely have my favorite and I wanted to show it to you today. It's this CJ's butter. I love this personally. I feel like a little bit goes a long way. When it goes on, it's really nice and oily, kind of like a coconut oil, but this is 100% cloth diaper safe. I have used this specific brand for the last 2 years and I've not had one single issue. So I continuously go back and buy this exact one. I love it. They also have a stick, which is really, really great for quick changes or to have in your diaper bag if you don't want to do this. But it's really nice and thick and oily. Let's see if we can push some out so you can see it. Kind of like coconut oil. That's what it reminds me of, but in a solid form. And it really kind of melts like that and is really, really nice on my baby's skin. Anytime he's had a rash, it has helped in a matter of a day. As far as used diapers go, I prefer to keep mine open air. I know some people are afraid of smell or some people are afraid of animals or whatever getting into them. My animals do a great job leaving them alone. I do use really big pail liners and pails. Hold the pocket upside down over the liner and put my fingers in and just kind of grab the edge and just pull everything out, let gravity work, and then drop it into the pail. And that's worked super, super well. I wash my diapers every 3 to 4 days, so I definitely have enough diapers. I have too many, to be honest, but I have about 60 diapers just for my one guy. And that's mostly because I'm busy and I don't wash diapers every day or every other day. I like to have enough to extend it out a little bit. So we have a really nice size stash. We're very comfortable. And again, it's secondhand. Washing my cloth diapers, it has been an interesting experience. So when I was washing my diapers a decade ago, I had a great washer. And I could use any detergent really that I wanted. With my new washer, it's a front loader, and so I've struggled in the beginning to figure out my wash routine because things might not smell super clean or the washing machine was really sudsy, and so I had to figure out the right balance. And with anything, again, it's a learning curve, so you're not going to be perfect at it your first time. For me personally, with my front loader, I like to use Tide powder. And I put the powder straight into the drum. So I will turn my washing machine on normal and turn it on hot. And I put line 2 of powder in my drum. And then the diapers go in on top of it. And I wash that regular on hot. When that's done, I try to fluff the diapers. I put another line 2 in my drum and hit start and wash again on hot. So it goes through 2 cycles on hot. It's quite a bit of water, but again, I'm filling my wash machine almost 3/4 of the way, right? So it's definitely more than 2/3, almost 3/4. It's a pretty full drum. And so I want to make sure that everything in there is nice and clean. I try to fluff everything in between the washes so nothing is stuck to the sides. I really want things to be nice and clean. And when I compare that water cycle to what it would take to manufacture and dispose of disposable diapers, then I really feel like I'm still winning in the end. So even with that extra wash cycle, I definitely think I'm still winning in the end. There we go. Okay, so I hope that this was really helpful. And if you have any questions, please don't hesitate to ask me in the comments. I have been cloth diapering for a decade and there's not much that I haven't seen or come across. So if you have questions, chances are I can help you, and I am really happy to help point you in the right direction. I will link all of my materials and resources in the description below. These are just my personal favorites after having done this for a decade, and I'm happy to share them with you. So please check them out. If you have questions, let me know, and I'll see you next week for another awesome parenting video where we're raising our kids together. Bye, everyone.